Okay, so you've been busy. It looks like you've sent us a whole mountain of news, sports, entertainment, health, economics, talk, even some pickleball in here.
Quite the mix.
It is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Got to stay informed, right?
Yeah.
So let's dive into this this stack of yours and see what's got your attention. Maybe we can find some interesting threads, connect the dots a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a story behind the story, right? I mean, who knew pickleball and inflation could be related? We might find out.
Right. Okay, well, speaking of inflation, let's talk about something that hits everyone, your wallet. Last month we were all complaining about the price of eggs. Well, looks like it's not getting any better.
Yeah, no kidding. December inflation just came out at 2.9%.
Oof.
And it's not just the fancy stuff getting more expensive, it's everyday things,
Yeah.
Gas, eggs, still, even used cars.
So that road trip I was planning,
Yeah, might need to factor in a little extra for gas.
maybe hold off on that vintage convertible I've been eyeing too, huh?
Probably wise.
Well, at least one person's getting some sweet deals. Saw that Coca-Cola CEO gave Donald Trump a personalized Diet Coke bottle. What a gift.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Clever marketing, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But it does make you think, right, about the connections between, big corporations and politicians. Just a friendly gesture, or is there something more there?
Yeah, I don't know. Makes you think. Okay, enough about the economy. Let's get to some juicier stuff. Celebrity news. This one really surprised me. Ivanka Trump saying she hates politics after, being in the White House and all that. You think she's just trying to distance herself from the family business?
Could be. I mean, it's a pretty bold statement, right? Maybe she really is trying to step away from the whole political scene. Or, hey, maybe it's just a way to kind of reposition herself, Who knows? Maybe she's even thinking about a whole new career path.
Yeah, interesting. Time will tell, I guess. Yeah. Speaking of big changes, Kathy Griffin just finalized her divorce. And on a sadder note, the music world lost a legend. Buck White passed away.
Oh, wow.
His family trio, the Whites, they had a ton of hits.
Yeah, that's a big loss for country music. It's a reminder that life's full of ups and downs, and sometimes those stories, they play out in a very public way.
That's true. And speaking of public displays, not all of them are good. Did you see what happened with that Philadelphia Eagles fan? Got banned from NFL games for life. And got fired from his job, too.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Wow. It really makes you wonder, where's the line between being a passionate fan and just, totally crossing the line?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, especially in the age of social media, everything you do can blow up, right? So this incident, it really brings up a lot of questions about fan behavior, how we hold people accountable. I don't know, what do you think? Stricter rules? Or is it more about personal responsibility?
That's a tough one. Okay, let's move on to a sport that's a little more, shall we say, civilized. Looks like Drew Brees has a new passion, pickleball.
Yes, and not just playing it, he's opening a whole pickleball complex.
And here in Seattle, of all places.
Right. I mean, it's really interesting, right? Breeze is he's capping into this growing trend. Pickleball's getting so popular, it's exploding. It's almost like he's betting on it becoming a major sport.
Yeah, I mean, and the location is pretty cool, too. He's taking over an old Theo's chocolate factory in Fremont.
Really?
Yeah. So you can play pickleball where they used to make all that delicious chocolate.
That's amazing. Okay, well, let's talk about some news closer to home. Those wildfires in Los Angeles, just heartbreaking.
Absolutely devastating.
The scale of these fires, it's a stark reminder, I think, of climate change and how it's impacting people. It's a wake-up call, for sure. We need to do something about this before it gets even worse.
You're right. It's a real wake-up call. And it's especially sad to hear about ABC News reporter Zoreen Shah. She lost her new home in the Palisades fire.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But amidst all this tragedy, there's a little bit of hope. Music executive Irving Azoff is putting together a fire aid concert to help the victims.
Oh, that's great.
It's supposed to have a bunch of big stars, so it could really make a difference.
Yeah.
Both in raising money and awareness.
Absolutely. It's inspiring to see people coming together like that, to help each other out.
Yeah. Okay, let's shift gears again, talk about health. This one's a little bit of a scary one. A new study suggests that 2 out of 5 Americans could develop dementia after they turn 55.
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
That's a pretty alarming statistic. It really highlights the importance of brain health.
Yeah.
and doing things to prevent cognitive decline. And I think it underscores how much more research we need to do to understand what causes dementia, It's a very complex issue.
It is. And in other food-related news, the FDA finally banned red dye number 3.
About time.
Right. It's in so many processed foods. And it turns out it can cause cancer in animals.
Yeah, it's a reminder to really pay attention to what we're putting in our bodies. We need to be more aware of what's in our food and push for better labeling. Sometimes those bright, colorful treats, they're not so good for you after all.
They're not. Okay, lastly, we've got a story here about Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Man's got a lot going on. Searching for a new head coach, A&D, making a cameo in a Paramount Plus series called Landman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you think about all these sports figures popping up in entertainment?
It's interesting, right? I think it says something about how much celebrity power these athletes have and how the lines between sports and entertainment are kind of blurring. It'll be interesting to see if this keeps happening, where it all goes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we've covered a lot today. Inflation, celebrity gossip, wildfires, pickleball, even dementia and red dye. It's amazing how everything's kind of connected, isn't it?
It is. And it makes you think, right? Like we were excited about Drew Brees opening a pickleball complex, but then we talked about this serious issue of dementia affecting so many people. Does that say something about our priorities?
That's a really good question. And that's what I love about these deep dives. It's not just about learning new facts. It's about connecting the dots and thinking about the bigger picture.
Exactly.
So keep sending us your stacks. We'll keep exploring.